in boxing. Man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And we're going to talk about Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford. Shawn Porter got a very favorable ranking with the WBO out of nowhere. Now, a lot of times when you get to the WBO, you want to get ranked in a particular sanctioning belt body, you have to petition for it. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to basically petition. Basically means sign a application or file it with the sanctioning belt body. So I don't know if they just ranked him because he's one of the best welterweights out there, or if Shawn asked to be ranked in the WBO. Some theorists, boxing theorists, theory is that Shawn Porter would like tune-up versus it's been out there against Ivan Redcash, a southpaw, to get ready for Bud, which Bud is orthodox and southpaw. Also, Danny Garcia is still ranked up there pretty high. Mikey Garcia and Keith Thurman cracked the top 10. Now, it seemed that PBC has repaired their relationship with the WBO. I don't know what's going on with Teixeira versus Castanos Jr. They petitioned for Castanos TGB Promotions to fight for the WBO belt. They have also two PBC fighter, one Al Heyman fighter, and Angelo Lee. Was it Leo or Lee? Taking on Stephen Foltman. That's an Al Heyman fighter for the Bacon WBO at 122 pounds. So they pretty much, kind of, going the WBO route. They used to do that. I remember they paid Peter Quillen to drop his 160-pound WBO title because they didn't want to work with Jay-Z and Rock Nation, right? So, it all depends. But let's get into it. Check out our welterweight boxing playlist for more videos like this. Quite frankly, I take a Porter fight, but a Porter fight not going to give Bud his respect. When people don't like you, they going to sit there and they going to discredit everything you do. And that's just the way this sport is. All right? That's what you got to understand. If you're looking for Terence Crawford to get his respect versus Shawn Porter, he not going to get his respect. He can wipe out the whole PBC crew, but it's going to be excuses. So that's just the type of game we playing in. What's so funny is they blame the Brits for doing the same thing. They blame the Mexicans for doing the same thing to like Floyd and other black fighters. But black fight fans become just like the very same fans they swear they wasn't going to become. And, it is what it is. People going to say, Keith Thurman did it first, or, he had a draw with Julio Diaz. Everything I've been saying for years about Shawn Porter, they going to say this, that, and the third. They going to hype him up like they hyped Kell Brook up. Remember that? They hyped Kell Brook up and said, well, Kell Brook, Bud doesn't kill Brook. Bud doesn't kill Brook. And then when it came down to get down, when it came to get his hands dirty and put the pen on the contract, they still negotiating, for I understand, but he didn't do so. But then when they thought that pen was going to hit that contract paper, people started discrediting Kell Brook. Like I said before, most time you arguing with fans that ain't been watching the sport for 5 years, dog, let alone 10. They ain't been watching the sport for long. A lot of these dudes is kids, bro. A lot of these dudes is them Texas dumbass niggas, man. Them dumbass little kids. That's it. They don't want to sit here and learn nothing. They want to act like they come in the game and they know something. They don't know nothing. Nothing at all about the sport. All they know is, discredit. That's it. But Shawn Porter, good fighter still. He's solid. He's just that, he ain't got the proper training to take his skill set to the next level. His daddy ain't the one. He smothered all his punches. He got all the athletic ability. You put him in tank with a guy like Mike Tyson, and watch you get the most out of Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter probably be undefeated fucking with Mike Tyson. Shit, Kevin Rooney, Teddy Atlas, somebody that can show him how to get his punches off with leverage cleanly. Shawn Porter be slumping dudes. Shawn Porter be a real threat. He'd probably be top dog had he had the proper coach. And that's facts. So for him petitioning to get 4, most people think him and Bud to take a tune-up in the very next fight, they get it on. But they thought that about Ugas, thought that about Kell Brook, and Bob Arum basically didn't want to pay Kell Brook enough money. But they still negotiating, and that could be the same thing with not with Shawn Porter, but with Ugas. But that's Bob Arum. Bob Arum would go up, Al Heyman would go over there to have one of his fighters, and he only sent a sorry-ass fighters as far as he really don't care about the C team, not the A team, to go somewhere. Then he charged them 18 money. That's why the zone fucked up, man. I'd have said, fuck that whole ass IBF 160 belt. Derevchenko ain't never made $5 million his whole fucking career. I say that jokingly. And they gave that to him to fight Golovkin, man. They definitely lost money on that fight. Wasn't that shit like in the theater room or something like that? And then they gave him 5 to fight Canelo. They gave him originally 7 to fight Canelo. The first time they were supposed to fight. And then he was bullshitting around. They stripped Triple G. You know, Andy Ruiz got like he done pro'd up off Eddie Hearn and made $20-something million fighting AJ twice. So Ugas, the dude who made $300,000 fighting Shawn Porter, probably barely made $100,000 fighting Mike Dallas Jr. This Negro, you know, was probably asking for millions. Hey, let the fuck up out of here. And then you got these fighters, these fight fans, talking about, oh, he deserved this. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know how to add your damn motherfucking your damn work checkup, bro. You know, your wife balance your bills. Get out of here, man. I can't stand these new fight fans, bro. It's like I can deal with LeBron fans. I was dealing with Jordan fans and motherfucking, you know, cock riding fans. My whole NBA fan career, I've been watching NBA since day one. I can deal with them. You can body them and they, you know, they'll put their tail between their legs. But these boxing fans, they'll make up excuses. Oh, he was weight drained, or he had already lost, or he beat. Yeah, fuck out of here, man. Shawn Porter, good fighter. He got a good chance at beating Bud. I always said that. He got the overhand left, the overhand rights. Felix Diaz was having success with that punch. Henry Lundy was having success with that punch. Gamboa has some success with that punch. Shawn is probably the most gifted athlete that Bud is probably going to face in this division. You know, even more gifted than inexperienced Jaron Ennis. Or, you know, some people like Josh Kelly, athletic ability. Fast hands, fast feet. But the problem with Shawn Porter is he don't know how to find that sweet spot in his distance. And he don't know how to get that leverage on his shot, so he smother all his work and it don't hurt. It don't have the impact that it should have. But if he able to feint, and it's a good way, you know, if Bud is going to try to eventually fight Manny Pacquiao, it's a good fighter to get ready for Pacquiao. A guy that like to feint, a guy that like to jump in with a lot of shots, that's athletic, you know, that's fast. And Shawn got some good overhand lefts and rights when he coming in. That's the one punch, or them 2 punches, he get leverage on. You know, but once again, he just don't carry enough power with them shots. In my opinion, he don't carry that smoke in them hands. But I think it's a good fight. His feints, you know what I'm saying, his overhand left and right jumping in, Bud don't keep his hands up, and he get caught, you know, at quicksand to get caught with some shots, he could be in a bit of trouble. But once again, he just got to keep that jab going. That way, Shawn Porter can't just throw them overhand lefts and rights. But if he's sitting there in the punching range, or he go for them feints and he get caught, you know, with his hand down, his chin up in the air sometimes. A lot of fighters do that. Then Shawn will have a chance to do that, but Shawn got to take advantage. It's kind of like fighting Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather. When Shane landed that shot, he didn't take advantage of it. Then somehow he landed it again. And once, you know, that Floyd computed that, Shane was never going to land that shot again. And that's what you got to do with Bud. The difference is Shane still carried that one-hitter quitter. Shawn don't carry that. So Shawn, when he go up top, you know, with his overhand left and right, even if he throw it in combination, Shawn then got to follow back to the body and not smother his work and let Crawford hold and recuperate. But for Crawford, it's about keeping that jab going. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Shawn pushed back, keeping that jab pumping down Shawn's throat, and doing it like you did Diaz, keeping your hands up. You know what I'm saying? And making Shawn reset, and keep moving out. Keep moving, making Shawn reset, and cut the ring off. And just keeping that jab in his face, keeping that 2. That's all I tell him to throw is that 1 and that 2. You know, y'all ain't got to reinvent the wheel. You know, because Kell Brook showed y'all how to do it. Keep that motherfucking jab in his face. That's all you got to do, and keep that 2. And Kell Brook threw an occasional left hook in there, and he mixed the occasional uppercut in there. That's all I do. Keep that motherfucking one down his throat. Keep that motherfucker down his throat. Keep peppering him down Shawn Porter's throat. And I ain't even gotta throw the two hard. Just throw the two to get respect. You know, when I find where Shawn Porter gonna be at, then I start loading up and taking him behind the woodshed and tying his daddy up and watch me beat the fuck out his ass for all the shit they've been talking. That's what I do. I pepper him. I embarrass him for 5 or 6 rounds just with a jab and a two. Then I start landing the big shit, the left hook, the right hook. I'm going there. If Bud get that fight, bro, he follow that game plan I'm saying, and then he punish that motherfucker down the stretch, I'll try to kill that bitch. Not because Shawn Porter a bad guy, not because his daddy run his fucking mouth for no shit like that. I respect any black man that stayed and raised that kid and stuck there with Shawn, straight up and down. But all that frustration, me beating the dog walking shit out of Shawn Porter, is because Errol Spence acting like a pussy, because Keith acting like a pussy, because Ugas acting. I'll make an example. I'll make an example out of that hoe, straight up and down. I would abuse him. I abuse him. They might have to call Peter the way I beat the shit out of his ass. They thought I'm beating the hell out of Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that. That's the type of dude I am. I'm nice, but once you get on my bad side, I'm trying to hurt your ass. I'm trying to take you clean out the game. But that's the type of dude he is, a mean dude. But I only think about Bud is he might take a chance too early. You know what I'm saying? I just say beat his ass like you did Diaz. He stuck with the game plan. He got cut with a couple overhand lefts and wild rights, I think it was. You know, he made the adjustment, kept his hand up. But Shawn Porter is a better athlete than Diaz. Shawn Porter probably the best athlete going. Yeah, better than Pacquiao. Pacquiao ain't in his prime no more. Pacquiao a better puncher. Shawn just, you know, Shawn can punch. I guarantee you Shawn can punch. He just don't know how to punch and get that clean distance off his shot. Shawn a motherfucker, dog. Shawn got a chance. I ain't never faked the funk. You know what I'm saying? I'm always objective when it comes to fights. Shawn got a chance because Shawn got that speed. Shawn got that footwork. Shawn got that overhand right and left. That's the punch. The left hooks, the right hooks, the overhands, the Rocky Marciano overhand right. He don't throw it like Rocky. He throw it with a little melon in there. You know, he throw it with a little swag. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be the punch to get in there. But once he get in there and he catch Bud, because he will catch him with that punch early on, then it's all about following up. That's what it's about. Then it's about following up. You know, and every time I see a dude that hurt somebody to the jaw and don't hurt him to the body, I always think about 2 fights of recent. Think about the Jorge Linares and Lomachenko fight, how he lost that fight by not going back to the body of Linares. And then I think about there's another fight that's Anthony Yarden or Sergey Kovalev. Yard lost the whole fight by headhunting, not going to the body. That's all about experience. At least if you punch yourself out to the body, Kovalev wouldn't have nothing left. Y'all would have just been 2 dead motherfuckers in the ring. But them body shots, you can't recuperate from them. And a lot of times, especially deep in the fight, it's hard to recuperate from them. But yeah, I look forward to, you know, if they building this shit up. I get it during the pandemic. The best fight's not gonna happen. I can accept it. I'm not tripping. I'm not tweaking over it. I'm not mad about it because I wasn't getting the best fight to begin with. But if we can get the best fights rolling next year, then I'll be all in on some more boxing. Real talk, I'll be all in the TV watching some more boxing, straight up and down. But, you know, right now I'm tired of this mythical shit. Really am, man. It's time for these dudes to turn their swag on and fight. You know, y'all done made y'all money. Now watch how much money you can make when you make a fight that fans want to see. You know, and that's just the God honest truth about it, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think about this matchup with Bud and Porter being ranked number 4 in the WBO. So I'm thinking that they might be ready to match up. I mean, you can see Mikey there at what, like 5 or 6. You can see Keith there. We know Keith ain't got no heart, man. 2020, I say this, man. 2020 is a shitty year. It ain't took down nobody that needed to be took down for the most part. Everybody that needed to be took down, they still ticking. And I'm just gonna say that. It might sound callous, it might sound hard, it might sound malicious. I don't give a fuck. Real talk, I don't care. It ain't took down a motherfucker yet that we need to take down. Real talk. It's adding on the shitty year, but like I said before, man, we'll see what happens. We got a bunch of 30-year-old welterweights, you know what I mean, weight. You know, we'll see what they happen, but, you know, people making fun because Bud can't get those fights. And that just let you know they ain't no true fan. Ain't no point in feeding into that shit. Yo, average Texas fan, dumb as fuck out there, bro. Real talk. All these Texas niggas talking shit. Soon as Errol Spence get knocked the fuck out, nigga, it's gonna be 1,000 excuses. I don't want to hear from y'all niggas no more. Danny Garcia do the job, you know, I don't want to hear no excuses. If it's, you know, Lipinets that do the job or another welterweight, the Manny Pacquiao do the job, I ain't trying to hear nothing. Y'all niggas just fade into the black. Just like that, just like Negro changed his channel from Trill Box and talk to Trill Talk. Just fade into the black. I don't want to hear you. Just go talk about some other shit. Go talk about In-N-Out Burger. Don't talk about the Dallas Coon Boys. Go talk about Dak Prescott contract. Go talk about Luka Doncic. Go talk about the oil rig fields. All right. Go talk about the Texas Ranger baseball. But I don't want to see none of you cocksuckers talk about no boxing no more. Straight up and down. I appreciate it. Don't forget you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing videos. Appreciate the love and support. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate, share the video. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We got a Facebook group. All the links in the description. You need to get at me. All my links there. Business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, share the video. Shit, I don't know when I'm getting me a haircut, man. My power out. You know, so I got to wash my hair and shit after my haircut, but might get one later, but I'm probably wait till later in the week. A little tip for you dudes out here, man. Don't always get your hair cut when it's time to get your hair cut. Let me just give y'all a pro tip. Let your shit grow. Because motherfuckers get their hair cut and get cleaned up in between their haircuts. And all that do is push your hair further and further back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to let your hair grow and be natural and be wild. That way, it'll grow back thicker. You know, your line, you'll preserve your line, all that shit. And then, you know, you got this shit under here. All you do with that, if you ain't got big bad bumps, if you got bad bumps, I think it's alcohol and a high rag to open that bump up, and you just clip that hair out that bump up under there. But what you can do if your bump's not that bad like mine, because I got my shit down years ago, somebody put me on game. You take a brush every day. I do about 2 or 3 times a day. And I brush under here, and it pulls the loose hair out the bump, so you won't have hair bumps bad down there. So, yeah, you supposed to let your shit grow out wild like it's winter time and not keep getting your shit cut. People who keep getting their shit cut, they push their line back, and their hair don't restore and grow thick as it used to be. So, just a little tip for y'all out there, man. So, I don't care if I'm rough and rugged. It'll make me no different. I take it as a manly challenge, bro. Appreciate y'all. We go.